Hey, welcome back everybody to another video on the channel, another Garden Warfare 2 video. This video is going to be the first video of the separate rankings of characters. So as you guys know, I have done a tier list video, but that was almost a year ago. My opinions have changed in that year. So I'm going to be doing separate videos ranking every single type of class, like the fires, which is this video, the electric, the toxic, the armored, the ice, and so on. I just feel like it would be better to make multiple videos than one long boring video. Even for how long this video is going to be, which I estimate around like 10 minutes, these videos take me around 2 hours for 10 minutes of recording, so if you guys really could drop a like, that would mean a ton. No more talking about the intro, let's get right into it. I actually made a tier list, and I'm going to put it on screen right now. And every single time I'm talking about a character, I'm going to zoom in on their image. You guys know who I'm talking about. So yeah, let's do this. Alright, we're going to be starting from worst to best. Right now in the tier list, as you guys see, I have Welder in D tier. Now, starting off with Welder, I'm going to tell you guys why I don't like him. So, in my opinion, Welder deals such little damage for really what he could be doing. I think he does 25 damage, which is just, I think it sucks. I played him, and I am a max rank. I want to point that out before, so you guys aren't telling me that I haven't played him enough. I mastered him, and I've always thought he sucked. His fire damage is good because, he's a fire damage character. His splash damage is, it's okay, but his overall damage, it's like a way worse version of Fire P. He deals the same amount direct shot, but it's just, I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I hate him so much. Just for me, he sucks. To put it into better terms, Sanitation Expert deals like 40 damage direct shot plus the toxic damage, which is 15 more than Welder does, plus like the 8 or 10 toxic damage he does. That is 50 damage. And regular Engineer deals 40 damage directly, but his splash damage is crazy. And also, he deals almost as much as Welder by dealing splash damage. You get what I'm kind of saying here? There are much better options, and I'm positive that every single engineer is better than him. Maybe AC Perry, but that's for debate later. But yeah, you will not catch me playing Welder. It's either I'm doing a challenge or I'm being forced to play him because I'm being held hostage. There's no other option, honestly. All right, gonna be honest, not a great start to these tier list videos. I couldn't really explain why I hate Welder so much, but trust me, I hate him. Alright, next up we have Centurion. So, I was always on that hate train for Centurion, saying he was like poop. And I still sort of am kind of on there. However, I kind of noticed, because my playstyle is sort of aggressive, right? But I've kind of realized over time that he is not that bad if you just camp heights and you just do tick damage, basically. What tick damage is you shoot, and then you wait for, like, the tick damage. As much as you can shoot them, but then the fire damage over time will kill them slowly. He's really good at doing that, but he's not good at doing direct damage. I think he does, like, 20 per shot. If. Tick damage is very important for these characters, because that's, like, their whole thing. That's why they're, that's their whole gimmick. That's their whole thing. He does that really well, but again, doesn't do any direct damage really, but he does have the soldier abilities as well, and that's why he's not in D, because if he was just plain tick damage, he would be in D, but he's not. So yeah, next up is Fire Chomper. Now this is actually really interesting C tier, because Fire Chomper is literally the complete opposite of Centurion. Instead of camping, you want to go all in with this guy. So basically my strategy with him is I goop them, and I either, if I'm feeling cocky or they're low, I'll just spray them with this like trigger spam you can do. If you actually click fast enough, you can actually do more damage than holding it, which is kind of cool. He is a chomper, so he's really intended to eat and not really do damage over time with his spray, but he is one of the best spray chompers, I'd say. He's not really for tick damage, but he is a chomper, and he can tick damage if he wants to. He does 9 to 10 damage just by spraying them, plus like the 5 damage that he does with fire damage, or 4 if you don't have the upgrades yet. By the way, all these characters I'm thinking of with upgrades on, so 5, that's with the upgrade on, and if you don't actually play Garden Warfare, you just like listening to these, it deals 5 damage 5 times for a total of 25 damage, and it resets every time you hit them for fire damage. Yeah, he's in C tier because he's like literally the polar opposite of Centurion, but he's he's also very limited. He's very limited, and that's another reason why he's going in C tier. Not terrible character, but once again, not the best. And honestly, if you were playing a chomper, I'd much rather you go as like Hot Rod or something like that. Moving on to B tier, we have Fire Cactus. Fire Cactus is regular cactus, but better. No other way to put it. Deals, I think, literally like 2 or 3 less direct damage than regular cactus. But with that fire damage, you're gonna get an extra 25 off. Yeah, I mean, really nothing wrong with this character. The only reason he is so low, even though I'm talking about him so highly, is because cacti, like, I'm not good with them. And I also don't prefer them. Like, I would much rather play, like, as I said, I'm very aggressive. I just base them on everything around. My playstyle also is included in this. So because I'm pretty aggressive, this character can be very good close up. However, there are much better options, like Fire Chomper. But Cactus is not super limited like he is. He has drone, he has potato mines, he has a lot of range. He can also be at close range, as I said. And yeah, overall pretty good character. Honestly, if I were forced to play this character, I wouldn't be crying like I would Welder. Next up, we have Fireflower, and I cannot believe I'm actually saying this, but this character is a beast. Again, pretty low on the list, considering how highly I'm talking about her, because I am aggressive, and this character is not the type to be aggressive with. She has, I think, 50 shots that do 11 damage, 550 damage in a clip. Are you kidding me? Plus the fire damage, that is 575 damage. That is actually insane. She can heal herself, she can heal others. She has a sunbeam, that whichever sunbeam you use, they're both really good. She is a damage machine, but I don't know why, but they made her really good. She only has 110 health, and again, there are better aggressors on this list. Like for the Plants team, Fire Pea Shooter. Like, that is a perfect aggressor in my opinion. Has a good amount of health. And yeah, I mean, really not much else said other than she's very good. All right, we are moving into the amazing characters region. Starting out in A tier, we have Cricket Star. Whew, all right, Cricket Star does 7 damage. And also, he has a cooldown since he is an all-star. He shoots mildly fast, in my opinion. And this, honestly, I really have no problem with this guy. He's good. I mean, gonna keep it real. He's good. He's a good character. He has fire damage. He shoots pretty damn fast. Does 7 damage. Has the all-star abilities. Yeah. Simple as that. He's amazing. Next up, we have Fire Pea Shooter. As I said before, he's an amazing aggressor in my opinion on this list. He has Hyper. He does 25 damage directly. He has fire damage, so that makes 40 damage. He shoots pretty fast, has a good amount of ammo, very versatile, obviously has his P-Gatling and his Bean Bomb, and again, that's it. You know, with these characters, you're gonna see a lot of little explanations because that's it. Like, really, a good character is a character that doesn't need a lot of explanation. The reason why the characters in D and C needed so much more explanations because I needed to explain why they were bad. These characters, you're not going to see that because all I need to say is the basics and why they're good. Like, that's it. Those are literally the only reasons. Just because whatever his gimmick is, he does perfect. And that is why he's an A tier. Next up, we have Captain Flameface. So I'm going to go back to a lot of what I said about Fire Cactus. First off, that he is not an aggressor, and Captain Flameface solves that problem because he has a shotgun, so you can go close range. And second, he has a bit more combat ability. As I said, he has that shotgun, and he also has this cool little feature. If you didn't know, you can actually pierce through enemies with your shots. In my opinion, you can aim better with this guy. I don't know why, but for me, I do a lot better with the Deadbeards. And yeah, that's really it. He's just a better cactus in my eyes. And that's why he's an A tier. Next up, we have Fire Rose. One word, aimbot. She also can charge up for 50 damage plus the fire damage, 75 total damage for that big shot, but also uses 6 ammunition instead of the original 1, but it is definitely worth it if they're locked in your sights. That's it. Last in the A tier, we have Lil Drake. I hate this little shit. I hate going up against him. I love using him, however, because I'm a cheap fuck. And yeah, and the reason I love him so much is because he deals 6 damage a shot. This little prick can double jump, gravity grenade you, plus the fire damage. He literally has to hit you once, and he did 31 damage. That is bullshit. He is just too OP. His mech as well is 400 health. It's close range. It's OP. Dude, I don't know what else to say. He's OP. All right, now moving into the final tier, we have first Barbecue Corn. So do you remember how I said that Centurion was just a tick character? Well, take Centurion, make him a better tick character who shoots faster, but also make him have every single attribute of the regular Corn, one of the best characters in the game. Take away 2 damage, but add 25 fire damage, and you have Barbecue Corn. Dude, like, Barbecue Corn is just so broken. This guy can be used right in your face. This guy can be used a foot away from you, a yard away from you, across the map from you, and you'll still be amazing with him. No matter where you go with this guy, you're gonna be killing everyone in the fucking server. I don't know what else to say. He is just too OP. I think he's been nerfed at least 80,000 times, and he's still OP. Unfortunately. Yeah, he's very broken, but not as broken as our #1 character.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome our #1 fire elemental character, Paleontologist.
Yeah, so Paleontologist is the best fire character in the game. Basically a better Barbecue Corn. Except he does a shitload of damage up close instead of a lot. He does 37 damage a goddamn shot. What is going on here? How did this pass? How did this pass testing? This is ridiculous. He has like 20 shots as well. And also considering the fact that he is actually really good long range. Not just like 7 damage plus tick. He does 20 damage long range plus tick. Are you serious? This is crazy. This makes no sense. How did this pass testing? Oh man. Oh boy. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like. I sure as hell know I enjoyed making it. I took it a little bit too personal around the A tier region. If you guys are new, subscribe. And yeah, comment down your opinions below. Peace.